ExParrot, getting ready to do some Friday Night Magic Arena here. Okay, let me make sure. I'm just checking everything's going, so if I'm not talking, that's why. Okay, so I have 5,000 gold saved up. I think I'm going to do a ranked draft Rivals of Ixalan tonight, just to see if I can't pick a few more Ixalan cards I could use. And because the other event that's going on right now is Momir, and while I'm sort of interested in playing it, I'm still trying to save up gems for the upcoming Ravnica Allegiance set, which I believe comes out 2 weeks from today for pre-releases. I don't know. It's going to come out soon. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the draft. Let's see, Siegehorn Ceratops. Impale? Impale's pretty good. Biggest problem I've had with Siegehorn Ceratops is more often than not, you're not going to be able to deal damage to it without it dying. Your opponent's either going to block a 2 power or they're going to block with 1. So let's go with Impale. Just good solid removal. Luminous Bonds and Moment of Craving are both pretty good. I'll take the Moment of Craving in this case. Wow. A lot of blue left over. I may take the Crafty Cut Purse. Could come in handy. Mostly, I think, coming in handy for standard after Ravnica Allegiance drops. Pitiless Plunderer, Grasping Scoundrel, Voracious Vampire, Sanguine Glorifier, Squire's Devotion, Divine Verdict. Let's go with the Vampire. Now blue is all of a sudden shut off completely. I'm not sure what color is available. Raptor Companion, let's go with the Revenant. Give me a flyer. Pirate's Pillage. Fine Verdict. River Darter. Sailor of Memes. Recover. Dust Charger. Legion Conquistador. Go with Recover. I usually don't play Graveyard Recursion spells, but I've been on the receiving end of them a bit lately. Suncrested Pterodon. Pick up the gate, why not? Okay, my mic is unmuted. I don't really like any of these. I guess Horn Guardian at least is a creature. Wow. Oh, crap. Not bad. Wanderer is the least in my colors. Alright. Captain's Hook is hot trash. Majestic Heliopterus is not bad. Legion Lieutenant. Playing a lot in the way of vampires, but you know what? Let's get up there anyway. Okay. Baffling End is good, so is Impale, but I think Zapalpa, the Talpa rather, is a winner on its own. Tomb Robber Menace, Explore for discarding a card. Moment of Triumph, a combat trick. Let's go with Tomb Robber. Nezahal Primal Tide. That's an interesting one. Dusk Legion Zealot, though. Impale's there. Probably should have taken Impale. That's alright. And there's another Nezahal. Are you kidding me? Fine. Take Nezahal. What do I care? Right? Dinosaur Hunter in this case. Cheaper Creature. Sun Sentinel. I'm not going to build Esper Aggro. just not going to do it. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point, actually. This is just not really going anywhere, deck-wise. Okay, Captain Lannery Storm is eh. I mean, I love that card, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to do me any good in this environment. Herodon Knight or Kite Sail Freebooter. Let's do the Freebooter. Okay, I needed to call Honor Guard, and it would come in handy anyway. Painted Deacon is a vampire. Are you kidding me? Fine, we'll take Hobbled Wings. Vicious Conquistador. I think it's going to be our best option here. Call to the Feast. Jolly's Callers. Let's go Call the Feast. I'm just spending a lot of time thinking, not really doing much talking. I'm not liking what I drafted. We'll see if it turns out to be decent, but I'm not liking it. Really not. Alright. Now we gotta ditch everything that is not going to be in the deck. And really decide on colors. I'm thinking blue's going to go out. Nessa Hall's a beating. Wow. After I ditched all the non-cards that were in my color that were crap, I'm not left with much to cut. That's never a good sign. Godly Honor Guard. That was a good pick. I mean, if nothing else, the 5,000 gems is worth the Godly Honor Guard because I don't have to spend a rare to pick it up now. I gotta drop 2 more cards. Since I have a higher casting cost, I'm going to keep 17, and I'm going to stick with it this time, because last time I cut myself down to 16, I paid the price for it. So I'm really thinking Tomb Robber is going to go. I think we're going to drop a Pitiless Plunderer. I don't know. I suspect I'm going to do badly with this. 6 wins is takes you past the break-even point into 100 gem, actually earning extra 100 gems. Versus Herzog Zwei. I don't know. Now it's playable. Not a great hand necessarily. Oh. Good card. I don't like playing against it for obvious reasons. Vampire Revenant. Okay. Well, the deck is at least curving out alright, all things considered. Involving those wilds. For those colors. Right. This next. Probably drop either Call of the Feast or Revenant next, and then follow up with the Anointed Deacon. Poison Freebooter. Legion Lieutenant is good. Legion Lieutenant, I know. Get a 2-for-1 off the moment of craving if they block. And they will. Now Call of the Feast with the Legion Lieutenant in play seems really good. Making a trio of 2/2 vampires with lifelink. Ravenous Chupacabra. Well, never mind. That was a good pick, Ravenous Chupacabra. Can't argue with it. Alright, well, we have an anointed deacon who's going to help pump up the Dusklet Legion Zealot and make it through the attack. So 3 cards, 3 lands away from being able to cast Zatalpa. Pirate's Pillage. Draw 2 cards, create 2 treasures. Well, at least so far I've been able to put them on the back foot. They're really going to crack some treasures. Alrighty, well, I suppose that works too. Vampire Revenant. Odd. Zoomed in for 1. Beaver Ambush. Huh. Oh, lovely. Tetsamok is dangerous. Oh, Tetsamok can come down this turn. That's bad. Well, they can still bring Tetsamok down this turn if they sack treasures. Top decking Impale would be awesome right now, so they've now wiped my board. Well, these at least can block for the next few turns. Well, I was doing alright in this game, and now Tetsamok is a serious bomb. Sadly, it's my opponent who gets this. They explored, went to 3/3. We can take some damage for a bit, so I'm going to block Tetsamok and put him on the Brazen Buccaneers. Got Tormentor, not really. Well, Pitiless Plunderers, because I can't really have Zatalpa go to the graveyard. That's my way out of this. I'm not real worried about treasures. You can have the treasures. It's not the land I was looking for, but it is a 1/7 that can block practically anything but Tetsamok. Okay. Flying Blade just gives it +1/+0. I'm not going to block with the Looming Altasaur if that's what you're worried about. I mean, they need to pay attention to the fact that the Looming Altasaur, or the Tetsamok, has that. I'm not going to block with it. I absolutely have to. And I'm looking for, you know what, next game. I lost it. Yeah, I don't like the deck I drafted, let's face it. I'm not Charlie 87. Okay then. Duly noted. That's a null. It's better. Scribe bottom. Apparently I really like drawing the Talpa in my opening hand, that even when I mulligan I still draw her. Dinosaur Hunter. Yay. Sentinel can block it. But don't dare block with the Snubhorn because Dinosaur Hunter will destroy it. Blow that combat trick already. Come on, opponent. Do it on a weak creature. Yep. I love when my opponent uses all their combat tricks early in the game. A complete and utter waste of time, to say the least. Drop the Legion Lieutenant next turn. Make those 2/2s. Well, fine. Cast your own. See if I care. And they don't even bother swinging. Alright. Here comes the vampires. Can't stop the bum rush. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aw, really? Okay, fine. You can stop the bum rush. By all means, swing with the Dinosaur Hunter because I've got lifelinking creatures. What do I care? Interesting. Recover the Legion Lieutenant. Draw a card. Which is a Snubhorn Sentry. Alrighty. I'm like, wait a minute, how did I get that back? And I realize I still have Snubhorn Sentry on the board. See if they have another removal spell. Despite playing 17 lands, I'm drawing light on lands, which is irritating. My opponent, though, is the same boat. They've got just 3 lands. I'm trying to operate with just that. Sure that cast correctly. That should, yes. That'll give me. Oh wow. Okay, that was a weird time to concede, but I'm gonna take the win. I mean, there's no reason not to. Well, I don't have a choice in the matter either. Not sure why they went ahead and conceded. I mean, the board state was getting worse. They may be getting frustrated with the lack of land. Maybe they were concerned they couldn't come back from it since I hit the City's Blessing. It goes first. You know what? This is keepable. Absolutely keepable. They're going to go to 6. And scry to the top. Alright. Now we begin. 4 rose colors, red, white, right off the bat for my opponent. Katas. Evolving Wilds. Seen people play that. I mean, I probably would too, just because it does help you sort out your mana. And then they pulled an island. That's interesting. So, Jeskai colors, they call it. Red, white, and blue. Wow, okay, we got 4 colors going. I'm playing against a dinosaur deck from the looks of it. That Ranging Raptors is the one I'm worried about the most right now. That's enough, but I think I'm going to go ahead and tail it, even though it's probably a bigger target just down the road. Land. Stampeding Horncrest. Blocks. Curious what they got going over here. They're not doing much. Okay, be able to kill that. They may have a combat trick which blows me out here. I'll take the risk. Doesn't look like it. They're going to do it. Okay. Firewinder. +1/+1 as long as you have the city's blessing. Now I'm kind of drawing dead here. They've certainly got board advantage. With a 2/3 flyer that I can't block at the moment. 2 cards in hand to my 1. And my card remaining is land. They've got Knight of the Stampede. 4. Well, I can block it at least. But it also means I can't attack back. So I got time to find an answer. We'll go ahead and play the land. I know I don't need to, but that gives me 7 land. And so if I draw land number 8, I'm always ready for something. Oh, really? Yeah, they've got the advantage. And I am so screwed at the moment. If I find the Tulpa, I can come back. If I don't find the Tulpa, I'm in a lot of trouble. Well, there's land number 8. Four. Wow. There she is, the the Tulpa. Time will dawn. Gain some life off of those. Yeah, take a long look at that. Flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. If you've got a pump spell, you still have the game. If you don't, if I go to 2, I still have a chance. This has vigilance, so it can attack no matter what. Go to 4 lives so I can survive another turn. This is a very tight game. Very tight. One mistake on my part and I could lose this game still. My opponent taking a while to think on this and probably do the math and realize I can block. Yeah. As long as I control another dinosaur, this has flying. Or vigilance, rather. It has flying no matter what. And the advantage is it gives me another blocker. To 1. I know I could have cracked all, or just tapped the whole board and Alpha Strike, but if they have any kind of answer in their hand, I lose. I'd rather take an extra turn, play it safe. I currently have 2 flyers against their 3, Warkite Marauder. See, that's a bit of a pain if it attacks. Because they could take Zapalta down to nothing, and then they could actually kill Zapalta. Zatalpa, excuse me. But, yeah, they have no way around it. Oh, 1 life remaining. Wow. Two wins. Well, it's 2 more wins than I expected to actually get with this deck. It's weird. Every time I take a deck and I don't like it and play it, it seems like I actually do well with it. Maybe I have to prove myself wrong. Singir Wayne Vampire. That's a different sort of name. This Cloak Herald. I think we found a target already for our moment of craving. This deck's going to curve out nicely. Is this a frickin' Merfolk deck? And yep, appears to be a friggin' Merfolk deck. Alright, they tapped out, so I can go ahead and take care of that annoying creature. Leaves me a blocker back. Oh, whenever it comes blocky, it's +1/+1. Son of a gun. Never mentioned I really am not a big fan of Merfolk decks. Now I've got to stay alive until I can get something going. Thank you, dear. My lovely wife making hot cocoa for me. Very sweet of her. Well, I can get some life this way. Voracious Vampire is going to make a token +1/+1 in menace, and so when it attacks, it's not going to be able to be blocked. It also means I can double block Voracious Vampire and regular Vampire if I want to take out the Deep Root. Okay. 3 lands. Do they have land number 4? They do not. But they do have Wartime Drawn, which is an annoyance to say the least. Sun Sentinel. Cotley Honor Guard. Alright. 2 attackers. Do they have a pump spell? Menace. Got a double block. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, good. The Catley Honor Guard says, no counter for you. I think my opponent might have forgotten about that. Which I forgot about it too, honestly. Screw it. No guts, no glory, right? Got double block the Voracious Vampire. It's Menace. There we go. You got pump spell for all your creatures. Fuse is burning down. Are they intentionally roping, or are they just really taking their time thinking about this? Kind of figured they had a... That's fine. I don't mind. Just go ahead and do it and be done. No. Go into the battlefield triggers. Yeah, you probably need to swing, do that to the Tecatli Honor Guard, and then play. I'll go ahead and kite sail freely to see what's in your hand. Oh. Damn it. It's a sport to see the engineer hoist on his own card. Or something like that. Another land would be nice. Anointed Dinkin for the Vicious Conquistador and the 1/1 lifelinking token would be really nice to have. Barring that, Suncrested Pterodon. Gonna pop the Kite Sail or not? No, Tecatli Honor Guard. Second main. Wise Augur. Alright. Gonna brainstorm, that's fine. Hopefully they brainstorm lock themselves into drawing 2 crappy cards for the next 2 turns. That's why brainstorm effects don't work as well without fetch lands or some other way of shuffling your library. The big advantage to brainstorm is 1, being able to hide cards on top of your deck, and 2, being able to put 2 cards you don't need back on top of the library and shuffle them away so you don't draw them again. Okay. There we go. 1, 2. Did they do both of them? Okay. They finally finished their ability. And I did not draw a card I was looking for. So no attacks. 3/1 flyer. Oh, there's land number 5. Soul of the Rapids. 3/2 flyer. Lovely. Ah, here we go. Empire Revenant. Two Anointed Beacon. As long as you have the City's Blessing, it has hexproof and can't be blocked. That's irritating. I could have attacked with the token. I was really on the fence about it. I like that ability, and maybe I'll do it next turn with the token to try and force a double block out of him. Okay. You have a pump spell or something? The rope again. Okay. Took some time to figure out what they were going to do. Which, whatever. You know. Aquatic Incursion. 2/1/1 blue merfolk tokens and the ability to make merfolk unblockable this turn. Which is going to be irritating for me. Now we're definitely in a race situation. The free scoundrel is guaranteed 2 damage a turn. Now I have the Looming Altasaur. The Suncrested Pterodon has Vigilance. 3 life will be good. It'll give me a nice buffer to work with. I'm good with these blocks. You know, really am. This is I mean, they're doing 5 a turn, but then I can crack back assuming they don't have more. So this is not a good situation for them, to be honest. We'll go ahead and lose the 1 life. Drop. Son of a gun. Double-edged sword bites me again. Do you have a way of giving one of your creatures reach? Okay, there we go. I guess it's because they could technically at any time pay 4 mana to give one of their merfolk. Okay, double Aquatic Incursion. Face. Play land number 8. Bring 2 in the air. Alright. 1 turn remaining. Barring an answer from my opponent. And we're going to go to 3 wins. 3-1. I'm going to enjoy the last of my hot cocoa even. Good game. Good match. Alright. Next match. Notification. Okay. I did set this to record, right? Okay, yes I did. Kindo Watanabe. Opponent goes first. There's my honor guard, and a whole else lot of nothing. But you know, I had a very similar hand to this last time. I did all right, and this is a very familiar start. Very familiar. Guess I got 20 turns to deal with in this close world, right? Okay, now he's gonna get impaled. going to hurt me. I'm going to go down to 11 before I can impale it. And that's assuming that they don't have some kind of a counter. They're stalled, though, at land. Oh, never mind. They got land number 3. And they tapped out the 2, so that means I can safely impale that miscloaked herald. Attacks. Right now I don't need to be taking any kind of damage. Drop Sun-Crested Pterodon. Follow up Looming Altusaur next turn to give it Vigilance. We're gonna go ahead and looty loot. Overflowing Insights. And they are stalled on land for certain here. Can meet the honor arguments right now safely. River Sneak empty blocks. They got all the unblockable creatures right now. Palta, Ramaldon, Talpa. I don't know why I keep wanting to call her Palta. It's the Talpa. Okay, opponent. Alright, oh, they want to loot. Discarding Soul to Rapids. Alright, I can do this. I can turn this game around. 5 lands, need 8 to cast the Talpa. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's going to be really tricky for me to deal with because, River Sneak, I have 1 hard kill in the deck. I don't know that I can race with Rallying Roar either. I mean, I'm going to damn well try next turn. Let's see. 3, 6, 8, 10. I can do 10 damage next turn. They're going to knock me to 5 this turn. Oh. Tindershoot Dryad is going to make things trickier, though, because now they're going to have blockers. Go ahead and recover the Sun Sentinel just for the card draw. I don't know what it is I can find, but you never know until you try, right? We go to 2. If I draw Moment of Craving, I could Craving the River Sneak, make it a 1/1, and gain 2 life. Or I could Craving the Tindershoot Dryad, remove a bunch of blockers out of the way. Oh, don't. Yep, that'll do it. Alright. 3 and 2 then. Let's go for one more. Well, hopefully not one more. Go for another win here. I believe the term on that game was that I thoroughly got my ass whipped. I mean, I knocked him down to 4, but just didn't have it. I should have. There was one or two impales or other hard kills I could have picked up, and I didn't. And now, I guess I'm just going to be kicking myself for it. No. Alright, better. Not great, though. I'll go first. I don't want Rallying Roar, but I have no early creatures. Don't need this thing pinging me. So it's going to go. I know. I'm sitting there laughing at my opponent for using all of their early removal and combat tricks, but that is a creature that can be a problem. Forerunner of the Legion. They're playing vampires. Orzhov vampires. White-black. Oh, are you kidding me? They drafted a Danto Vanguard? It's so wrong on so many levels. Wish I drafted a Danto Vanguard. Well, land is good. Land equals Vampire Revenant. Oh, there we go. Everdawn Champ. Then all combat damage should be dealt to Everdawn Champ. Now let's see how much my opponent likes paying 4 life to keep that vampire alive. I like it well enough, that's for sure. Anointed Deacon means Vampire Revenant is going to be swinging for 5 in the air. I punch those numbers into a calculator, makes a smiley face. That was unnecessary and uncalled for, opponent. Really? Luminous Bonds of my Vampire Revenant? Let's go ahead and play the flyer. And we're going to go ahead and pump up the token. So we can go ahead and swing in for 3 and gave me 3 life. And Snubhorn Sentry now has reached... Oh yeah, Everdawn Champion. Doing all combat damage. Snubhorn Sentry now has City's Blessing. My opponent appears to be counting something. I'm not sure what they're looking for. Are they doing math for combat? My spider sense is tingling. Everdawn Champion needs to be impaled. Alright, fine. You just be that way then. think the North Deacon was that contemptible. Lovely. Alright, so now all vampires have vigilance and +1/+1 on their side of the board. Take the risk. They may have a combat trick. If they do, well, it's gonna hurt. If they don't, they have to choose whether they want to pay 4 life and go to 4, or else let the Vanguard die. They choose to go to 4. It's a very interesting choice against this deck. Voracious Vampire. We're gonna leave back the Snubhorn Sentry. This is a menace creature, which just make it even easier to get through. Martyr of Dusk. Glorifier of the Dusk, with no ability to pay the 2 life to use any of its abilities. Well, I see no reason to even worry about blocking the Forerunner of the Legion. Go ahead, 5. I've got a flyer. I have no cards and no way to block it. 4 and 2. $450 gems and 1 pack guaranteed. Alright. Let's go for this one more time. See if I can go 5 and 2. One more time. You know, I said that last time. One more. And then, since I won, I'm still in it. Vanity Plate. That's an interesting name. My spider sense was tingling, telling me, don't take it, and yeah, I took it anyway. It has potential if I draw lands. Well, I can't argue. It is a land, technically. It's just not the color I wanted. Drawing a swamp next turn would be fantastic. Claim territory. Naming pirates. We're playing a pirate deck. Really? That's an interesting choice. Spell. Here it is. We're playing black, red. Ah, they wanted to keep it alive. Yeah, see? This is why you should listen to your gut instinct on this. They wanted to be able to trigger the raid. So if they block, they lose the creature that can trigger raid. The land is good for me. And I draw another Plains. I'm not even sure I have a way to come back at this point. It's going to be way too big of a board, I suspect. And that's game. Alright, 4 and 3. And my prize, just the 1 booster. Well, let's open it. Rivals of Ixalan. What do I get? Path of Discovery. That's not bad. Look at the rest of the cards. I mean, a common wild card. I've got like 10 of them. That's irritating. I need one more win to get my last ICR. So stick with me for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and play this silly Grixis deck I have in the unranked play. I made Platinum Tier 4, but I'm not ready to continue the grind in constructive play at the moment. Besides, I really want to see me play something other than Mono Red. Tron Zero, my opponent. Just tapped. I don't need it. A couple of discoveries, got my land, and it's Mono Red. Alright. Suppose that happens. Discovery. Nice on a crutch. I don't want either of those. There's a lightning strike. That's something. Speaking of targets for lightning strike, I already have one. Need a second black mana if I'm going to drop Vraska's Contempt here. I'm going to hold up Sinister Sabotage just because if they want to play something bigger, I want to be able to sabotage it. Let's go ahead. They're going to get the +2/+2, but at least eliminate 3 points of damage. Eldritch Reborn is really not use for me at the moment. Offset the damage. Of course, I'm going to throw 9 spells in my face. Now that I'm tapped out. There's Goblin Chamber. Well, Lava Coil keeps me alive a little bit longer. For falls puts you that much closer to Mizzet. I gotta stay alive long enough to oh, lava is perfect. I may actually risk the hostage taker now, just to see if I can slow them down, to make them put a burn spell on my face, or not at my face, but at the hostage taker. One more land could give me two lava runner back. One more land could give me Niv Mizzet. Or I could just draw another Niv Mizzet. Now let's see if they got it. Got the finisher. Why not just do that in the first place? Why play the land? Really? It throws a shoe, honestly. We'll try to see. Mono Red's a tough deck to play against when you're playing a mid-range deck, because if you don't draw a lot of answers, you're just gonna get beat up. And I drew a fair number of answers, and I still got beat up. I will keep this. It's not great. Looks like I might take some pain. Well, Demons is the only other pain card. You're kidding me. This better not be Mono Red again. And it is. Alright. What do we got? Rekindling Phoenix is gone. Steam can, yeah. As expected. sabotage out of this. So let's go ahead and take Lightning Strike out of the equation. Posture take it to the graveyard. Because it leaves Lava Coil pretty dead in their hand. If they don't have a land, Wizard Lightning. Oh, well, now they can do Wizard Lightning. That's alright. I can drop Ravenous Chupacabra next turn, take 2 off the Watery Grave, kill off the Runaway Steamkin. That gives them a target for Lava Coil. That's alright. If I can keep mana up for Experimental Frenzy, that would be better. Yep, gotta take the 2. It does force the Lava Coil onto the Ravenous Chupacabra, so they can significant Lava Runner. But then I can always Lightning Strike the Lava Runner. Yeah, I knew you had it. Alright, Steam Vents. Just tapped. They're not going to be able to cast Terminal Frenzy this turn, so Sinister Sabotage can just hang loose. Leaves me mana for a Lightning Strike if they drop some other creature. And that sucks. Alright, we're going to get those 3 cards. Alright, I just need 1 more land to cast Niv Mizzet. Question is, which thing I cast? Experimental Frenzy or Risk Factor? There's my Niv Mizzet right there. Of course, they could probably Lava Coil and another burn spell, except they're going to go ahead and use the burn spell in my face. Thank you. I guess we'll see what happens. Sorry about that. Looking at my Niv Mizzet. Mizzet. My buddy, not yours. Pyromancer. Goes 2 to me. I go to 4. Be able to ping the Pyromancer off the board when I draw my card for the turn. Which is nice. Of course, at 4 life, I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's go for that. So Frenzy is on board. Ooh. Lightning Strike. Draw a card. Do 1 for the damage to them. And go to 1. They get the burn spell. Drew land. Alright. I get to draw a card. And it is Ionize. If they cast any more instant sorceries, I can Lightning Strike in response and ping. Ugh. Alright. I guess we'll do it. Because I'll draw a card, I'll get the ping, because I can't let the Fanatical Firebrand board. Otherwise I die. Instantly. Oh, I can let out my breath I was holding. Doesn't get any closer than that. Glad I held on to that lightning strike. Alright, and it's a mythic ICR. Let's see what it is. Arcades the Strategist. Yeah, I'm not excited about that. I'm sure there's something in Ravnica Allegiance that'll play nice with it. Alright, hour and 11 minutes. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for the evening. I got a draft done, finished my ICRs, did alright. Next week, I don't know what we'll be doing yet. I'll probably have some gold saved up. Maybe I can do a draft, maybe I can do whatever's coming around. And after that, we should have Ravnica Allegiance out, so I'll be doing a lot of that. A lot of drafting, a lot of recording and streaming, hopefully. Oh, excuse me. But we will see what happens then. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.